There we go. You guys like the scrub laugh? Let's stick this on US East because scrub is higher rated in the leaderboard than squishy, so we're gonna give squishy the server advantage. Hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully it's a good one. No, I'm gonna leave scrub alone because if I'm there I'll distract him and he'll play really badly because this could be a really good series. Squishy versus scrub's pretty legit. Could be legit. I publicly mock pro players for calling cringe things to tweet. I mean, he shouldn't care that we all laugh at him. Okay, 116 ping's pretty good, and Squishy with a 64 is not the greatest server. It's an alright one. Usually for me, 120 is the cutoff point. I feel a lot worse on a 120 plus than I do on a, less than 120. Squishy should be careful here. Oh, left open net. That's a misplay. Scrub has made it closer than it should have been, but as soon as Squishy goes for the corner boost here, that's just a goal for Scrub. Because that ball is extremely strikeable. Big misplay by Squishy right at the get-go. And how is Squishy going to hold up against Scrub's diagonal kickoff? We just saw Scrub absolutely demolish killer number 7 on that diagonal kickoff. Somebody who is not prepared to fight against that. Squishy's looking for the demo here. Scrub better be careful. And he's got the demo. Nicely done. The recovery time is a long one though. And Scrub does spot on the right side and gives him a massive Glasgow kiss in the face. That's a headbutt for those of you who are not from Scotland. That was a very bold play by Scrub to just respawn and flip right into Squishy. Because obviously when you flip, you get that speed boost and you can give someone a hard hit. And honestly, my pick for favorite in this game is going to be Scrub Killa, which is, not surprising considering that I've called him the best ones player in the world at the moment. But I did see Scrub playing against Dapper recently, and Dapper was just playing a little bit too predictably. Nice play by Squishy though. That's a little bit of a mix-up. He went for a ground shot and now he's just gone for the mind game. Really nice mind game actually. Scrub should have flipped into the ball, but he's got punished for going for the prediction. Change the title. Oh yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, my friend. Let me look away for a second and change the title. Fierce Sway. Thanks for the sub. I appreciate that, dude. Alright, Squishy's in the lead as soon as I called Scrub the favorite. That's brilliant. So, of course, I do expect Squishy to be the favorite in this game. Because, yeah, I always thought that he was the best 1v1 player in the world. So he's definitely a favorite. I'm just kidding. Yeah, Scrub's versatile attack is probably going to test Squishy quite hard. Squishy's used to playing against Dapper and Lachinio predominantly. And they focus a lot on flicks and boost starving as their main ways of attack. And Scrub goes for a lot more ground shots and fake aerials than those two. I really feel like the slowing down the play is going to mess with Squishy's timing on his challenges. But we'll see. Squishy's a very fast player himself. This could be interesting. And he does actually have a very good kickoff to Squishy. So I don't expect the kickoffs to go heavily in anybody's favor, to be honest. Just look out for the diagonal spawn kickoff. That's always been Scrub's best one. So if any kickoff is going to be imbalanced, it's going to be that one. Oh, Squishy missing on the rebound horrendously. Is he going to recover in time? It doesn't look like it. 2-goal miss right there. We usually expect pretty clinical finishing by Squishy from that range. Despite the half flip, he's not able to get back in time. When the overlay has one too many spaces and it triggers you, my bad. But I don't care enough to change it again. Scrub, not getting a good hit there. In fact, just getting on the wrong side of the ball completely. I like that Squishy's testing Scrub with long shots here. I do like that, because that's a good way to learn about your opponent's tendencies in clearing the ball. Squishy does actually manage to chase down Scrub. Looked like he might get away. Oh, that's such a good save by Scrub. That is honestly phenomenal defending. Squishy must have thought that he was going to get a continued attack out of that one. He's able to keep the possession though, which is definitely a decent outcome. Good turn by Scrub. That should be a goal. Oh, Squishy with the quickest recovery though. Really well played. Scrub did not expect that one. He was taking his time with it. My guy's prize pool. We got the $10 on the go right now. Scrub just taking the lead as we're speaking about it. And since we didn't get a good look at this one. Oh yeah, Squishy just not sure about whether to challenge or defend the net. Gets stuck in between. Yeah, I'm definitely up for donating to these guys when they stream. This past the prize pool. I donated to Lachinio the other day. I gave him $125 for some like prize pool that he won in a 1v4 on my stream. and his donation or his Twitch alerts were off. So it didn't even pop up. I was like, well, that's good. It popped up in recent donators, but not in Twitch alerts. The Scrub's looking pretty in control. Squishy has had 1 goal from a kickoff and 1 goal from a good shot. Oh, Scrub somehow not able to save this. It's like he matrixed around the ball. What a shot by Squishy. He's sticking to the long shot strategy. I really want to take a look at this one from what he saw. Oh, Scrub matrixing the ball right there. I don't know if he would have been able to reach that one any other way. But he's still up by 1 in the lead. Don't expect to see Squishy conceding many goals from aerials. Aerial 50-50s at least. He's very, very solid in the air. Oh, nice mind game by Scrub though. Goes low on the 50-50 this time. And I really feel, like I said earlier, the mix-up of Scrub's strategy and offense could cause some troubles for SquishyMuffinz. Could cause some trouble for Squishy, I should say. But we'll see. You know, Scrub, he is good at throwing the ball. He's got the fake aerial into the keepy ups that he likes to do. Oh, and he likes to pass the ball to Squishy off the near post, apparently. That was horrendous. Has Squishy missed that? Squishy has missed! What is going on? Holy cow, guys. This is insane. That was back-to-back game-throwing plays right there. The Scrub's trying to stay relevant by picking up the small pads, but he just goes a little bit too far away from his goal in the process. We do see Squishy getting the goal. Oh dear. Well, that was 30 seconds of horrendous play, but then a good shot by Squishy. Seems like for now, ground shots are his main strategy. Which is not a terrible idea. Like I said earlier, a good way to start a game is with ground shots. Oh, did Squishy get bumped? No way. He's gonna absolutely ruin Scrub though. Scrub gets sent for a flyer. This is a good position by for Squishy. He's got good space to start the bounce dribble. Not a great shot. Oh, hold on. Yes, it is a great shot. I thought Scrub was going to flip at this one. Did Scrub think this was going out? Scrub's not even boosting this entire duration. Oh, he thought it was hitting the post. I thought Scrub was just going to flip at that one. He just thought it was hitting the post and he left it. That's a huge misplay by Scrub. Usually he's so good at knowing the dimensions of his own goal, but right there, he just let that one in. Really strange play for Scrub. He might be nervous by the looks of things. And Squishy, oh, rips another backflip shot at the bottom right or left corner. But will Scrub get the counter? Yes, he will. So clinical as always. I mean, McCarles, this is what would have happened if Scrub flipped at the ball. That exact play that we just saw, that is what would have happened if Scrub just flipped at the previous shot that I called not a great shot. If Scrub just did exactly what he did there, that would have been the outcome. He would have taken the ball into the corner and taken a shot at Squishy's net. But instead, he thought it was hitting the post, left it, and it went straight in. So I was very surprised by that, because from my angle, it looked like it was just going straight in, not even hitting the post. So it was a bit weird. Squishy, very important that he got an extra touch on that, but it doesn't seem to matter, because regardless, Scrub has got a counter-attack on the go. Squishy, he was committed. He had to keep going for that and hope that Scrub overcommitted to overly aggressive position. Not a great shot, Johnny, by 2016. It wasn't a great shot. He hit it like straight at the goalkeeper. Or, you know, he hit it into a place that Scrub could save. But Scrub just didn't save it. It was a bit weird. Oh, that's a decent shot right there. Squishy not respecting Scrub's shots immediately after kickoffs. The kickoff goes pretty even. The Squishy prioritizing that corner boost. That's the second time he's done this game. That one corner boost in his back right corner seems to be baiting him. But I do expect to see Squishy, if he hasn't already realized that shooting at Scrub's near post is usually the best place to shoot for continued pressure, then I expect him to start doing that pretty soon. Let me just change that overlay real quick before I forget to. Oh, I almost gave one to Squishy. Oh. Right, Squishy can only do 2 more. That's no problem. I don't expect Scrub to make that same mistake again. I mean, he kind of immediately remedied it. He let Squishy equalize by miscalculating the size of his own goal. And then straight after, we saw Squishy do the same play, just shoot far post, low corner far post, bear in mind, which does give Scrub an easier recovery time. Squishy's still shooting across the goal, which Scrub is usually very good at playing against. And Scrub has only conceded a couple of times from this series, and just another counterattack. See, this is why I say not a great shot. Because against Scrub Killa, those are not great shots. What was that noise, by the way? I forgot to look at my OBS. More prize pool. Hey, Shanfari, thanks for the prize pool. I'll be sure to pass that on to the winner. Start a prize pool overlay. We're at $20 or something right now, or £20. It might be $25-ish right now. Right, so what is Squishy going to do? Because I've got a feeling that he's going to start realizing that these shots are going to become less and less effective. That is a great throw by Scrub. So close to Squishy's goal. Getting it right underneath the crossbar. Really difficult to save those. Like, the obvious change for me, for Squishy, is just to deliberately shoot, even if it is straight at Scrub Killa, just shoot in a position that you know he can't get a great save at. Oh, the joint rescuing Scrub that time. Squishy sticking to his guns. He still thinks that he can win this series by shooting across the net. Tries to pinch, he just bounces off the ball. It's a bit of a weird one. Oh dear, Squishy going for another pinch, doesn't work, but he gets a decent recovery. Squishy's half flips are on point, but it seems like he's panicking a little bit, and he might have just scored a cracking own goal. Oh, has to go for the post pinch to get the clear. That was nearly a phenomenal own goal by SquishyMuffinz. Just launching it at his own goal right off the wall. It's a great clear, honestly. Solid save by Squishy, but Scrub's already predicted the side that he's going to clear it to is meeting the ball as it arrives there. Now Squishy's got a chance to get the counter attack. He's going to try and do the Scrub Killa to Scrub. Get a quick save across the net and recover it and take a shot, but Scrub is already there. Scrub not overcommitting many times this game, it has to be said. Mum, get the camera, I'm on camera. That is a top comment if I've ever seen one. Pretty low scoring affair here. Seems like Scrub is just waiting for the misplay to happen. And that might be it right there. Nice angle shot by Scrub. Times his side flip perfectly. Got a good bump on Squishy. Squishy's in a really awkward position. And he tried to recover with a flip, but it just made him in an even worse spot by the looks of things. Down by 3. This is a rough spot for the Muffin Man. The Russian man, I nearly said. He's flying in the air. I'm not sure if Squishy meant to be doing that. It looks a bit odd. Bounce dribble. Again, the method of attack for Squishy. I think he should definitely start mixing things up a little bit. He's becoming a little bit predictable. And Scrub seems to have a good read on Squishy's shots after game 1. Squishy tried to recover. I feel like he had to drive forward before jumping off the wall there. He didn't have any momentum when he jumped off the wall. To the prize pool. Well, Scrub's missing a kickoff goal. That's a bit uncharacteristic of him. Squishy with another ground shot. This one is to the near post, so he should be able to get the boost steal, because it's more difficult for Scrub to get a lot of momentum in his car while making that save. And Squishy will get the goal. There we go. Near post shot. Turns into more pressure for Squishy, and he's able to boost starve Scrub and turn and take a shot into the open net. That's what I was hoping to see. That's what I like to see. Squishy made that adaptation, shot near post, and look how much more difficult it is for Scrub to get a good clear on the ball when he has to defend his near post rather than the far post, just because his car isn't moving as quickly, so the ball as well doesn't move as quickly. Give Squishy the time to get into that corner, steal the boost before Scrub even arrives there. So let's see, will Squishy go for more of the same? Early shot, again at the near post, so yep, and now we're going to potentially see it again. Boost steal, there it is. Consistent strategy, turn and shot, but this time Scrub will meet him. You guys, I hope you can start to see what I'm talking about when I say shooting near post can be so effective, because look at this continued pressure by Squishy. Another boost steal. This is all from that one near post shot. Now he's going to carry it. This is really awkward for Scrub. Oh, he's going with a 360 dribble. Oh, he actually had Scrub filled there, but unfortunately was not able to get a shot at the end, and unfortunately for him it's going to turn into counterattack for Scrub. I like the balls that Squishy had to go for that play. It would have been really, really sick if he pulled it off. Going one up on Marky's shot the other day. Marky had the 180 degree power slide dribble. Squishy go for the 360 degree power slide dribble. It didn't work, but I definitely approve of that move. And there we go. Now look at this adaptation. Scrub expecting near post shot. He's defending the wall rather than the goal. Look how hesitant he is to lunge across the goal, because Squishy last time in that position shot at the near post, and Squishy has made that gap for himself. Look at the difference one shot can make at the near post, or a couple of shots rather. Scrub not as quick to get across the net as, oh my goodness, both players expecting more from each other. They both rushed that one, expecting the other to hit it. Scrub missed the boost right there. I think Squishy might have picked it up, and he did actually. That's why it's so important to mix up your attack, because if you just do the same thing every time, then your opponent will, you know, start to cheat forward, get into a position to counter what you're doing. Oh, Squishy should be scoring that. That's not a good play at all, because this is going to turn into a 4-goal game. Should be a 2-goal game. Instead, we see a 4-goal game. There was actually an opportunity for Scrub to just stop that ball on the goal line as well. Squishy is not moving, so slight misplay by Scrub to score there. He could have just slowed down the play and made Squishy come back to defend, run the clock down. The Scrub didn't notice that Squishy had stopped moving. He was just rushing the ball in. Definitely there was an improvement by Squishy in the middle of this game. I'm glad to see that he didn't just keep shooting across the goal. Like I've said. Oh my goodness, what a 50-50. The ball's just not even moved. Squishy just sits and waits for Scrub to flip out the way. Beautiful. And there's the reverse half flip butt shot. Beautiful stuff by Squishy. Look at that. Oh, it looks amazing from his perspective. That was a solid mind game. Second mind game goal by Squishy as well. I don't think Scrub's had any. And now there's a good chance for Squishy for another goal. Beautifully done. Good catch. He's in with a chance, guys. Just remember, he could have been 2 goals down right before this. This could have been tie game if he didn't miss that open net. This could have been tie game, but instead he's still down by 2. 20 seconds on the clock. It's going to be a tough one with how good Scrub is in kickoffs to get possession and 2 goals. He's running out of time. Scrub's giving him space though. Squishy does have boost. This could be a big chance. He's trying to get the ball bouncing. Here comes the shot. Goes to the bottom left. Scrub with the save. Low shots by Squishy. Interesting that he's shooting low. I don't think that has many advantages to it, to be shooting low when the defender is already on the ground. If the defender's on the wall, then shooting low can be good because they might be too high and they'll have to fly down at the ball, which is awkward. But the fact that Scrub is almost always starting off his saves on the ground makes shooting low into the corners pretty pointless for Squishy. That's what's given Scrub a 2-goal lead. Some slight misplays in front of net for the Muffin Man. How do you get YouTube to film streaming? Well, the way that it works is that every time that you're streaming on Twitch, it auto saves the video. And then I can highlight the video, like I can segment the video into parts, and then I can just export it. Scrub wants to restart. His ping is annoying him. Yeah, Scrub wants to try a new lobby, so we'll give it a go since we're at 0-0. Apparently his ping is not working very well on that one. Tell him about the prize pool. Oh yeah, like someone threw in. Oh, I mean Scrub's already won if they're only playing three games. I don't think I need to tell them about a $30 prize pool, guys. They're not going to be too fussed about it. It's a nice, like, it's another little thing to throw in there. Alright, Scrub's at 120. Like I said earlier, 120 is kind of the... When I'm playing on US servers, I can really tell the difference between 120 and 140. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It is definitely a big difference. Squishy on the blue team now. Let's see if that's enough of a difference maker for him. Oh, Scrub's just so quick to get the first touch into a strikeable position. Squishy did not expect Scrub to get such a good first touch here. He was way out in the corner. I mean, if you're playing on the other server, it's perfectly fine to ask for a server change, in my opinion. And, you know, it's just a quick restart. We're at 0-0 anyway. Nothing to any... Yeah, well, I mean, Scrub's won thousands of pounds in prize money playing Rocket League. And he's won over £500 of prize money on my stream alone. So, 30 quid is... Or it's 20... It's around about 25 quid right now. Not going to be something that he's going to be, like, super sad about that I didn't tell him. Oh, by the way, you won 25 quid or you lost 25 quid. If somebody donated like 100 or something, I'd be like, hey guys, somebody donated 100 for this one. Oh, Scrub actually misplaying right there. He tried to jump, but his front wheels were not touching the wall. Oh, what a play by Squishy, getting the off and on. Really nice play. Comes off the wall, puts the ball back on target. For me, that's what the off and on stands for. There you go, off and on target. Very nicely done. Scrub was not able to see what Squishy was doing right there. He probably should have figured out that Squishy had that plan. Just by the fact that Squishy was not driving off that wall at all. The violence by Scrub. I know Squishy is not against the violent play in 1v1. Scrub missed the boost right there, so he's got to be careful here. Squishy with a deliberate high shot. He will go for this. Nice rebound. Very nicely done. And I think that that play was triggered by the fact that he spotted Scrub missing that mid boost. That's the reason that we see Squishy doing this, because he knows that even if he doesn't get the goal, Scrub will struggle to get a fast counter attack going. Squishy's got to go back to net here, and he does. He should be more than fine though. It's a decent clear. He needs to be picking up the small pads. He just drove past one. That is his life fuel at the moment. May have been the difference between saving this and letting it in. Right, that little small boost pad. He could have gone off to the left right there to pick up that 12 boost. It may have been the difference maker. The Scrub actually trying to put the ball above Squishy right there. Just make it awkward for him. He wasn't necessarily shooting at the goal because he knew Squishy would save any shot. Squishy with more mind games. His mind games have been pretty on point this game. He's had the better of the mind game war. He's successfully mind gamed Scrub about 3 times. Scored because of 2 of them and gotten a good boost starvation started off of another one. And he's going to carry the ball. Okay, opting into the bounce dribble from the ball carry. Going to go for a wide hook shot. For hook shots like that, when the ball's rolling at a significantly different angle and your car is approaching, then you don't even need to flip, as we just saw right there from Squishy. He just drove into the ball. And that's a super risky challenge. I'm not a fan of that one, but Squishy's not going to get punished too hard. Power hit off the backboard. What a save by Squishy. That's decent, actually. Really, really well done, because Scrub was pretty quick up into the air right there. Squishy had to meet him at that exact moment and no later, or else there was a danger that he might have got beaten to the ball. Squishy's looking for the space to start something. Gonna go all the way around the pitch, and he should be able to get a space out of this. Really well done. He's managed to create the chance. Scrub, as always, though, stays with it. Bounce dribble off the wall. This is really smart by Squishy, and oh, he nearly gets it past Scrub at the near post. He had the right idea there, just a slightly bit too slow in the execution. He had a great set up there though. The first touch may have been a tiny bit too heavy. That's my only criticism for Squishy's last play. Very close game here. We're actually in the last 2 minutes. I can't believe we're in the last 2 minutes here. Where on earth has this game gone? Squishy trying to get rid of Scrub with the fake here. Oh my goodness, Scrub does get the successful challenge off net though. Alright, how are these guys going to round out the game? I really feel like one goal here is the winner. Oh, Squishy doesn't get a good clear. He missed the corner. That's a disaster for Squishy. He needed to hit the corner there, but look at that. He just snipes the flat part of the wall and it goes center. That's a huge misplay. Just centering the ball for his opponent when he really should be. He should be able to hit that corner 10 times out of 10. Especially with all the time that he had. He shoots near post. Scrub's not going to get a good save here. Squishy could have committed. Oh, he should have known that Scrub wasn't getting a good save there. It was such a good idea to shoot near post. I'm so glad that he's starting to incorporate that into his play, but he needs to stay a lot closer to the play. And now missing the bounce dribble. This is getting a little bit nervous. Backflip shot will give him a good follow-up though. Oh my goodness, Scrub is beating so many saves, but Squishy not in the vicinity. And now the counter-attack. He's not going to make it. Scrub with the bump and the counter-attack successfully. Squishy just in no man's land. Maybe he didn't expect Scrub to have so much boost. Look at the boost that Scrub was able to save right there. Like, better than anyone else in the world probably is Scrub at just driving around his box and picking up those small boost pads. But I've got to say once again, Squishy just not getting a good read on Scrub's play. He shot near post, Scrub dumped the ball right in front of his own net, and Squishy had already retreated to midfield. And I've got to criticize that because that could be the difference between winning and losing. Okay, beautiful challenge though, he's back in it. Backflip shot, kind of for no reason, maybe a little bit risky. He gave himself the chance to mechanically misplay if he backflipped a split second too early right there. Right, 1 goal in this. This is the best chance Squishy's going to get. Not the diagonal kickoff. That's got to be good news for him. It's very important that he got a touch on that ball. He needs to stay aggressive though. Cannot give Scrub too much space to just run down the clock. Oh no, don't get baited. He nearly gets baited by the corner boost. Going to the pinch clear. This is a big chance. A lot of backflip shots from Squishy just to try and keep his position solid in the midfield. Here comes the angle shot. It's a good one. Scrub so fast across the goal as always. 10 seconds. Squishy needs a goal to stay in the game. Scrub with the counter attack though. That's going to be game, set and match. Scrub Killa just too good at saving shots that are going far post. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You gotta shoot at this guy's near post. Because if you shoot across the goal, he's going to save it into his own corner. He's going to let it bounce off the wall, collect the boost, smash it into your net. And we've seen it so many times today. The immediate counter attack. But GG's, that was some close game. Squishy definitely able to take a game, I'm sure. He does go down 3-0 this time. He says he can do one more. Alright, well, we're not going to decline him the opportunity to prove what he's worth. These are definitely good games. 3-0 in favor of Scrub in the series. Will Squishy be able to take a game? He's back on orange team. Of course, we all know the red cars go faster. And he's got the good old full pink car on the go. Definitely a good look. And Squishy did win the boost race. This is a big start to the game for him. Scrub's completely out of boost. That's a goal if Squishy plays it right. And he does. 1-0 for the Muffin Man. One more. All you need sometimes if you have a heavy boost advantage like that, all you need is a 50-50 to go even. Like, if both players had even boost, that would have been a perfectly even 50-50. But the fact that Squishy has so much more boost than Scrub in that situation means that a 50-50 is actually not as the numbers would suggest. It's actually more like a 70-30 or 100-0 in that case, where he's just got an open net. Nice recovery by Squishy. I think it's slightly off. Oh no! Oh my goodness! Silex, please! It's in! Oh my goodness, Squishy. He didn't know a clue which way that ball was going to hit off the post. He was like, is it going wide? You see him turning away to the right. He expects it to go into the corner. Then, oh, okay. It's in the middle. 2-0 Squishy. Will he be able to stay disciplined on face-off, though? He needs to be so disciplined because out of nowhere, Scrub can just rip a kickoff goal. And we've not seen the diagonal kickoff yet. Can I say situation again? There you go. Situation. Squishy mixing in a ball carry into a throw. I do like to see, like I've always said, mixture of offensive repertoire just to keep your opponent guessing. The Scrub's going to do the same. Oh, the mind game by Scrub! Gets him good this time. He just drops the ball and then accelerates it underneath the Muffin Man. Oh, Squishy. He was going to go for a fast aerial expecting Scrub to throw it, and then right underneath him. Just the complete opposite of what Squishy thought. He could have definitely saved that, but I think he panicked when he realized what Scrub was doing. He just did not react accordingly to the situation. Another near push shot. Squishy's going to land in Scrub's net. Good recovery though, coming out at the top of the goal. Bit of an octane wobble on the landing, and he's got to be careful. Doesn't want to let Scrub get a ground pinch here. Looks like Scrub may have run out of boost halfway through. I like what Squishy's doing here. He's just baiting Scrub into a bad challenge. That 50-50 is almost never going well for Scrub, but somehow actually Scrub recovered so well. Usually when players go for 50-50s in that position, they sometimes the worst case scenario is that you kind of hit your nose off the opposition wall after your follow through from the ball. Oh my goodness, Scrub's recoveries are just insane right now. That is ridiculous by Scrub. It doesn't look fancy, doesn't look, you know, doesn't look cool, doesn't look flashy, but just the fact that he's able to pop that ball so quickly and then get it on the net is really taking Squishy by surprise. I don't think he's used to seeing that sort of play. Nice fake kickoff. This is probably going to be possession and boost control for Squishy. He missed the boost in the corner though. Take two, he gets it. What is Scrub doing? Scrub's kind of in a weird position. Squishy tried to fly into Scrub. Scrub giving him a close one, but oh my goodness, it's just the same story every time. If you give Scrub an inch, he'll take a mile. You give him one opportunity and he's just going to take one touch and smash a power shot in your net. So you can't give this guy any opportunities. Squishy's lead is gone and now Scrub is up by 1. It would have been a cool play if Squishy managed to aerial Scrub out of the game. it would have looked good. Oh, that's a beautiful air roll. Nice finish by Squishy. Getting around the ball. If we look at this from Scrub's angle, we see exactly why this is effective. He doesn't realize just how much of an angle change Squishy's getting on that ball. But the air roll into the dodge, providing the ball with enough of a angle change to give Scrub a difficult save. It's just an element of misdirection mixed with mechanical skill. Oh, speaking of mechanical skill, the bounce shot, timed to perfection. This is a Mike Rules-esque shot right here. Just right after the ball comes down off the wall. It's already underneath the crossbar. Tough save. Tough save right there for Squishy. Scrub back up by 1. And all these games have been pretty close, but Squishy come in second best every time. I just don't think he's quite so used to playing against someone who can counter-attack as quickly as Scrub can. That is honestly the thing that separates Scrub from pretty much every other 1v1 player in the world at the moment, is just how quickly he can turn. I mean, how does he do it? He just turns the most even situation into a one touch and a finish every single time. Just like one touch. Oh yeah, that's a goal. Finish, by the way. It's crazy. Like, he makes it look so easy, but these positions for pretty much anyone else in the world would not be easy goals. He just makes it look so easy. Then you watch it in the replay, you're like, oh yeah, that's that I see what he did there, because it's not fancy, it's not difficult to understand. It's just so brutally efficient, and it's really hard to play against. Squishy though, getting one back. I feel like that is maybe one area where Squishy might have an edge on Scrub, is in the air. Squishy is extremely quick in the air. So I feel like if he has an opportunity to have an aerial battle with Scrub, he should take it. Just to see, just to test Scrub out, because that's one area that he's not tested Scrub in, is the 50-50s in the air. Good shot to the near post, will give him the boost starve beginnings, and now Scrub with a low boost, not able to get a good throw. This is great for Squishy, this is such a good position. The bounce is very much on target though, it's going to be tough to get an angle. What a save, Scrub, managing to react in time, but again I've got to say that angle on the bounce dribble by Squishy was not optimal. I feel like before he's shooting he should try and get the bounce to be going slightly off target so that he can change the ball's angle more, get a little bit more height on it with the power. Near post shot. Again, boost starve will begin because Scrub can't recover it as quickly. This is exactly what I keep talking about. This has worked well in Squishy's favor, and there we go. Perfect play by Squishy. He knows that he's not scoring with the first shot. The entire purpose of that play is just so he can take the boost in Scrub's corner and start pressuring him. That's just beautifully done. Perfect execution on that play. Near post shot, boost steal, and then look for the space in the midfield, make an outplay. Oh, and he goes for low 50-50, not on target. Scrub's going to recover pretty fast, but Squishy again with an opportunity to create some space in the midfield. He's done it! Squishy with the lead. Really nice play. Again by Squishy. He's mixing it up this time. First going for the low 50-50, and then I feel like Scrub expected him to rush the ball into the net, and Squishy taking it to the midfield instead. Good players will always find a way to get space. And speaking of space, here we go. Squishy's got to defend against Scrub's bounce dribble. Gotta look out, but Scrub didn't have that much space to work with. He was already pretty close to Squishy's goal and the ball was not bouncing. Squishy's up by 1. Will he be able to hold on for 40 seconds against the best 1v1 player in the world at the moment? He's got to be so careful. Scrub will turn any situation into a shot in the blink of an eye. But for now, Squishy holding strong. Less than 30 seconds. Oh, 50-50 goes heavily in Squishy's favor. That's 2 goals to the good for the Muffin Man. Beautiful challenge. He just uses Scrub's car to get the perfect angle. Squishy remembering that Scrub did that to him last time that they played. Honestly, solid challenge by Squishy. That was 10 out of 10. Would bang again. Just perfect angle. He forced the own goal, and there was, that's deliberate. These guys know how to do that. Now he just has to hold on. Scrub, 2 goals needed. Squishy playing aggressive at the end. Oh, but Scrub's gonna get a goal back. The 50-50 goes in his favor. Squishy, should he have played aggressively here? I don't know. He did opt into a 50-50 when he's 2 goals in the lead with 10 seconds remaining. And now he's gonna face the diagonal kickoff against Scrub. He wins it though. Can he stay relevant? 5 seconds. Scrub needs to keep the ball in the air, collect boost, and somehow turn a chance to do a shot. He can't do it. Squishy's done it. Takes a game off Scrub Killa. And good games they were. Good to see Squishy making that adaptation that I would not stop talking about, but it is so important. I keep saying, if Scrub Killa is shadowing, you need to shoot at his near post. And that is what we saw Squishy doing in that game. You said 2 then, +1, +1. Well, I mean, actually we played 1 game, then Squishy said he would have time for 2 more, so we only played 1 extra game. This is the 2nd extra game. Scrub is not happy about this. He feels like he's being rigged right here. Squishy's addicted. Well, I mean, wouldn't you be? If you just took your first game off Scrub, he might feel like he's got Scrub downloaded now. He might feel like he's got Scrub figured out. Really important touch right there for Scrub. What a recovery, oh my goodness. Is he actually going to do this? My guy, Scrub Killa here. Squishy gets there first. Scrub may have been able to beat Squishy to that ball if he leaned into the aerial a little bit more. He was staying upright, but not leaning into it. What a save by Scrub. Beautiful recovery as well. Jumping off the post to get down quicker. So Squishy mixed in 1 ground throw. Fake by Scrub Killa though. Savage. Squishy's on his back. He can't believe he's falling for it. Scrub's going to make him watch this. Notice how Scrub is watching the replay as well as me. And then as soon as the fake happens, Scrub skips the replay. Perfect replay timing by Scrub. Always make your opponent watch the fakes. Always make your opponent watch the fakes. It's a mental battle in here. These guys are just children at the end of the day, so, you know, you gotta make them watch those fakes. And now Squishy may be tilted by that. See a little bit of a misplay, just completely messing up his spacing. Not respecting Scrub's shot from the midfield. Now he's down by 2, and, you know, conceding a fake as well makes it just that tiny bit more difficult to get back into the game. Scrub's looking for Squishy. Couldn't quite find him using the reverse camera. Fake aerials by Scrub. I expected to see more of those from him in this series. I'm genuinely quite surprised that we've not seen as many. Scrub with the boost steal. He was actually just faking. He was threatening that he would take a shot. Oh, Squishy, look out! Scrub's looking for your booty. And, oh my goodness, Squishy missed the boost steal. That's a disaster. He could have had some solid pressure here, but he missed on that one. Oh no, the half flips are getting failed completely, and Scrub's gonna benefit. Squishy just all over the place right here. Trying to half flip, but I don't know what that was. He leaned back into the front flip, and then he cancelled his front flip by air rolling backwards. Fake kickoff is probably going to work though. These have been going well for Squishy. He's faking in the diagonal, which is honestly a very good idea against Scrub. Finally someone attacking Squishy's booty. Yeah. Scrub was really itching for the booty. You saw that when he was tracking it down, but oh no, 4-0. Scrub is crushing this game. Absolutely crushing it. And so many times this series we've just seen 1-touch ground shot from Scrub, 1-touch power shot, 1-touch quick aerial. He just does it better than anybody else in the world. Just rips a power shot on the net out of nowhere. And if anybody was watching my Sebadan versus Lethamyr cast earlier, you'd have seen me criticizing their power shots or lack thereof. And it's watching high level players like Scrub that really makes you understand how important it is to have a solid power shot all the time. Just to be able to rip a power shot in the net. Another near post shot for Squishy is going to, you know, give him possession. The mid boost was actually gone though. I'm not sure how much boost he has. I don't expect him to have much. If any. It looks like he had none at all. Squishy could definitely sharpen up on his collection of the small boost pads, because you see that he went all the way back to the midfield there looking for the big boost and it wasn't there, but he drove past about 3 small boost pads on his way to the big boost pad, which wasn't even available. And you know, some people will say, he thought it was going to respawn, but that in itself is a misplay. There we go, Squishy on the quick aerial. Something that I think he should be doing a lot more is just going to the air at any opportunity when it is like a safe-ish shot. I think Squishy has solid enough aerial mechanics that he should just take to the air whenever he can. Just threaten Scrub in that regard. Oh, Scrub just too quick this time. 6-1. The Brazil is threatening. Brazil awaits us as we sit on the precipice. Will Squishy be able to deny the Brazil is the real question right now, because this game is looking long gone already and we're only halfway through it. Scrub just so unforgiving, and there it is, Brazil in game 5. Squishy, heavy first touch, tries to catch the ball, just beans it up in the air, and he gives himself what a save. OMG. Scrub Killa, more like Muffin Killa. Oh dear, that is a pretty horrendous play. Squishy going for the back boost. I'm not sure I'm a fan of that one because we saw Scrub spotted that one with ease. And I think Squishy's definitely tilted now. If the mind game didn't tilt him, the Brazil almost certainly will. Squishy's mentality has been called into question before. Will he be able to keep it together against the best 1v1 player in the world? He's got 2 minutes left. How many goals will Squishy concede? Or will he make the comeback? Managing to not get taken out of the game by the fake, but Scrub bringing the aggression. Oh, it's so close. Squishy tripped on the post. Oh no. I think Squishy's completely out of boost here though. It's hard to know because we don't have the boost numbers available for casting. But yeah, Squishy would be boosting there if he had any. Looks like he's just got completely starved. I've mentioned the Brazil more than any other commentator of any sport. Well, you clearly have not been watching many Rocket League casters. If you think that I mention it the most. Did I see how smashed Mike was last night? Yeah, I did. I absolutely did. I'm not sure what that play was by Scrub. We can call it the worst play of the game though, that's for sure. As soon as he got the 7-1, he just ruins it by flopping like a fish. He was like a salmon out of water right there. Is it the start of a comeback? Who knows? Maybe. Oh, what a touch by Scrub. I feel like he's going to stop the ball. I think he should go for it. Yeah, he's going to play the patient game. Make Squishy come back. Make him work for it. And Squishy, I don't see him doing it. He's just going to sit on his back in shame. Shame on you, Squishy. Scrub's not going to score. The clock is on his side, and Squishy's just going to sit here. I could see Scrub going for a cross-pitch demo, in fact. I think that's definitely a possibility at this point. He might just go for the cross-pitch demo on Squishy, because Squishy's out of the game. He knows it's over. And Scrub does love to just shame his opponents by just asserting dominance by stopping the ball on the goal line. That's how you assert dominance. The disrespect by Scrub Kill. He could score at any moment, but he's like, I don't even need this goal, mate. Clock's already going to win the game for me. And Squishy maybe not wanting to score. Scrub's saying that Squishy doesn't want him to score, so he's going to take it. Maybe Squishy just accepting 8-2 is the best that he was going to get this game. And now Scrub has had a change of heart. He's going to try and score as many goals as he can. He's going to try and put 10 past Scrub. Or 10 past Squishy. Oh, Squishy, AFK perhaps. Oh, he's back. But that's not soon enough. Scrub with a 10th goal. Squishy not looking good in game 5. This isn't disrespect, it's a strategy. I know, it's a bit of both though. I like to call it disrespect because it's funny. Alright, Squishy's going to try and keep it at a below 10 differential, that's for sure. You won't want to let 10, like Scrub, win by more than 10. And there we go, another aerial contest going pretty good for Squishy. And then flopping onto the rebound. Oh, what a 50-50 by Squishy! How does he do it? Okay, I need to see this one from what Scrub saw. This was actually pretty good by Squishy. I think he just did the change team cheat. Oh, watch this replay. Oh yeah, there he is. Changing team. Just disappearing out of the replay. SquishyMuffinz using his APM even when he can't. The delayed 50-50 is not going to work very well. I think that's another good thing about doing Scrub's kickoff, is that when people do come late, you just score, because it is a shot on target. So there you go, just one more reason to learn that kickoff. Yeah, Squishy's just getting rinsed right now. Another fake kickoff will work. Oh, the reverse half flip butt shot for the save, but Squishy's just all over the place right now. Down by 9, and the question remains, will he be able to keep it under 10? Personally, I'm not sure. I mean, obviously Squishy gave up in this game a long time ago. He wanted this last game just to see if he could win 2 in a row against Scrub, but Scrub started off with a 4-0, and now Squishy is just beating it. Oh, and speaking of beating it, what a finish by Scrub. He could have made it to the 10-goal differential, win 13-3, but he completely missed. He's got one more chance, one more opportunity. That's a decent shot. It's going to be pretty high, though. Scrub's got a tricky finish, not able to do it. GG. And now Squishy LFT. I mean, he was already LFT. That's not even bad manner at this point. If only he wasn't LFT, then that would have been funny. There we go, Squishy. Good games. Good to see. The first 4 games were all very close, but last game going so heavily in Scrub's favor to begin with, I feel like that just broke Squishy's mentality, especially with a fake goal for the 1-0. Scrub looking very strong against the Muffin Man. What do you mean he's lacking good sportsmanship? He said GG's. The poor lad got pooed on. Yeah, he did in the last game indeed. Squishy he started off well. I feel like his initial strategy was a good one. He was just testing the waters, taking shots at Scrub's goal, see what's going to happen. And Morkan, thanks for the sub, Twitch Prime sub. 4 months in a row, welcome back, man. All the months. I appreciate that, dude.